Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Tennessee's offense will get the first swing of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They get to him as he throws. And that ball is picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Takes the handoff. It's Acho. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This offense has a second down play. Trying play action. Escapes the sack. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Massey. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, close to the marker, it's McFadden. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Lowers those pads. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And there is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Caught in the backfield, it's Massey. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem and the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're trying to get to him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up. Slips one. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the shotgun. And the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball.
He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off the play fake. He makes the catch. And he breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to pass on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Vols!
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off at defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it down to the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Bringing it back, it's Massey. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trying to get to him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Going up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This crowd knows when to bring it. Wants to throw on third down. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. Third down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pocket starts to collapse, and they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the route is on.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to Army. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're bringing heat. Escapes trouble. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. It'll be a draw. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. The Vols are moving quickly down the field.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he's brought down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back-to-back.
Touchdown balls! And the pummeling has started. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They put together an 81-yard drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. The handoff keep working on that clock. And the Vols will move the sticks. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Split backs here. The give to the tailback. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.